What's happening is DJ DREWSKI from Hot 97, the movement, heavy hitter DJs, and I just poured up with beards and bottles. You know the vibe.
It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Bids.
And Bob.
Shout out to our official sponsor,
Bel Air Rosette.
Pick it up anywhere it's sold.
Gang. Yeah. Beers and vibes. Beers and vibes. Beers and bottles. Beers and vibes. Flies. Bad as mobs. Pop. Pop and vibes.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Bids
And bottles.
We got a special guest today.
I got a beard too. It's light. It's theirs, you know.
Yeah.
DJ
Oh,
DREWSKI.
I'm supposed to introduce myself?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
DJ DREWSKI.
Yeah. We know you knew this already.
Got
We gotta
white
tell you
chocolate
that.
in the building,
Right,
man.
yeah.
White chocolate. You know what I mean?
Black
Thunder.
Zach Morris, you
Black
heard?
Zach Morris. Thunder himself. He used to be a table dancer. No. You know, when we come up here, we like to have fun. We usually talk about origin stories, where it all started from. But before we get into that, Gia, how your week was?
The weekend was fire, man. You know, Jets won, Celtics won. You feel me? Respectfully, R&B Saturday was a success always.
Yeah,
man. It's a vibe.
Saturday. Right.
I think it was a dope weekend. You feel me? How about y'all, man?
Yeah, DREWSKI, how your weekend was?
I spent my weekend in Dominican Republic, so you know how that go.
Yeah.
Flexing on me.
But
I was in North.
Now we do every year. We do it's called the Heavy Hitter Retreat. Where all the heavy hitter DJs, 30, 40 DJs from across the world, we all come together just to kind of reconnect. And you know what I'm saying? It's a brotherhood, sisterhood. So we all just do it, you know, every year, and we move around. But we done DR a couple times, so it's lit.
Right. It's a beautiful thing. My weekend was cool, man. We had once again, you know, TPs.
Yeah, you was in the building.
We had Zeke last week, so we brought him up here. And,
Right.
He from Cali. He did a couple records with Nipsey
on
a Crenshaw project. So on and so forth. That's a close friend of ours. So we had him up here this past week, and then we just, you know, running around the city, got him shooting videos and so on and so forth. And we just was.
Did he do the podcast?
Yeah, he came and did the pod as well. Yeah, of course. And we just had some fun with him. To go back to origin stories, man. No, come on, bro.
I ain't having fun with him. You heard?
Why y'all on creepy time, man? So look, hey Drew, DREWSKI, talk to us, man. We want to know, you know, not from birth, but give us from, you know, 14, 15 years old. We want to know before the heavy hitters, before all that stuff started. You know what I mean? Where it began for you and your passion for music.
We can start in high school.
That's fine.
So I went to Elizabeth High School.
Elizabeth High. That's
Okay.
you're originally from there.
Originally from Elizabeth. Yeah.
Right.
Bayway section. If you're from Elizabeth, you know, like the dub is, you know, you know how it go.
Yeah.
But I went to Elizabeth High School. By the time I was in high school, I kind of knew I wanted to do something in entertainment. So in school, I would do like the high school news. Like I was an anchor, reporter, you know, shit's playing in the cafeteria. So it was already like built in, you know, I had the bug. But I would leave high school. Now, like, once I got to like, I want to say senior year, like the beginning, I would leave Elizabeth High School, jump on the train, go into the city and sit in like the studio audiences of 106 in Park and Sucker Free Countdown on MTV, whatever live countdown.
At that time, at that moment.
Right. And when I first started going, DJ Clue was the host of Sucker Free Countdown.
Ooh, I remember that.
He gets fired or left. I don't know what happened. Cypher Sounds takes over like the hosting spot.
Right.
So I knew Cypher because my older brother used to go to the Club Abyss a lot, and Cypher would be the DJ teen nights. I would go.
Club Abyss is a time.
that was a vibe. You had to be there.
Right.
You had to be
I wasn't allowed in there.
I had some great times before even DJing.
Sayville.
But I would run into Cypher on my way out. They make the studio audience line up. All right, it's time to exit. And on my way out, I poke my head in the dressing room. Hey, yo, Cypher, you know, I seen you at Abyss. If you ever need a DJ to open up, holla at me. And I did that shit for like months.
Every time you saw him.
Right? Yeah, I got you. Take Jamal's number. That's my manager. And I kept doing it. And eventually they called like, yo, you still want to intern? I'm like, yeah, of course. We got an office in the city. We manage these artists. The girls Nina Sky. They had a kid Daytona. So they was managing artists. And I would go sit in the office and help with like paperwork.
And you still in high school at this time?
Still in high school.
Okay.
And still DJing locally. You know, like baby showers and high school parties, house parties and stuff like that.
Right.
But I knew I didn't want to be in the office. I didn't want to be a manager. So after putting in that work, a couple months, Cypher was like, yo, if you meet me at the Shade 45, he was at Shade 45 doing the morning show, Sirius Satellite. He's like, if you meet me at like 6 in the morning, you could come with me and, you know, just be around, help me, hold me down. So I started doing that. And once I started going into the radio stations, I was building relationships. Now I'm like 18 still. Graduate school, I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm already in these buildings. I just got to learn how to finesse, you know, hustle. It was a hustle.
Work my way
and I'm
around.
still building my name and DJing in the streets. Like I made sure that was important locally. And, you know, just doing that is how I started making relationships, learning how to do radio. I didn't go to school for it. I self-taught, you know what I'm saying, just about watching.
Right.
And it just started building from there.
So before that, though, like before you even got involved with that, I'm talking about as far as DJing. How did you even learn how to DJ?
Yeah,
like, let's take it back there. Like, how did you even? Where did that even come from?
Like just
from
learning.
Was that high school or junior high? Like, what
probably
did that?
like the beginning of high school.
So you always was like indoctrinating the culture, like in yourself, basically. You always put
like
yourself into it.
I always loved music, and I knew I didn't want to rap. I couldn't rap.
Right.
So I was like, I definitely can't do that. I can't dance. So like, what can I do to be a part of this shit?
Right.
I used to shoot and edit videos, everything, just to figure it out. So once I learned that DJing was like a career, like we grew up listening to, you know, I grew up listening to High 97.
We all did, yeah.
I didn't realize that was somebody's career. That was like Flex and Mr. C. That's their career. They didn't do nothing else but do that.
Right.
You know, they do other stuff, car shows, but it was like from that. I was like, oh, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody in my family that was a DJ or that did music. So I didn't know nothing. I learned everything on my own, like from shooting and editing video, which got me, you know, in. Like little things just got me in.
Right.
But I learned everything on my own. Like my ex-girl, my first girlfriend, she bought me the DJ setup. I'm learning and just doing it.
Just
like
figured it out on your own.
So walk us through your first gig. How'd that go? How you was feeling?
That's what we want to know.
Your first time up there trying to keep the.
Where was it at? Do you remember where it was at? What time and what year it was? Around what year?
Like a real like club gig, not like a school
just your
party.
first time getting paid for DJing.
That's the real.
Yeah, it was like in a hall next to the bowling alley in Roselle. They used to have a bowling alley.
Oh, you talking about the Cave?
It was called the Cave, right next to the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And I got paid to like DJ, like bring my own equipment,
right,
do all that shit. But I was shook because now I'm like, all right, I'm getting paid. I can't fuck up.
Mess up, word.
Right? So it was like, you know, a little hall, but people came out, shit was lit, and like, you know, it's just you're getting paid $200 to DJ the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But it definitely was like, you know, nerve wracking. But every time I still get on the set, I still get like nervous.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like clubs,
even now,
events, yeah. But I feel like that's a good thing because if I felt too comfortable or too cocky, like,
you don't love it no more.
Not even that. Like me, I feel like the nervousness makes you concentrate a little more on your craft. Like, if I walked up there on some like I'm about to tear this shit down, my shit might be all over the place. I'm not focused. I'm more focused on the image than the actual music.
Right.
So I'm cool with like still feeling nervous sometimes. It could be a small club or it could be Summer Jam. It's still the same type of like
the energy.
The shit is there.
So let's go back. You 18 years old now. You got a situation. You're trying to finesse. What did your parents look at you like? What did they thought you should be in college? So on and so forth. What was your relationship with them?
I'm sure they never
expressed it to you.
Expressed it because I'm from Elizabeth. Like
they
didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? Like people around us wasn't. If you went to college, you was like, you could be dumb as shit, but if you in college, you smart. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that too. Like college shit is cool. I tried to go to like community college, and I did like a year, and I was like, yo, this ain't getting me where I want to go. This has nothing to do with what I want to do.
You want to do, right?
I can't apply my talent to this.
Yeah.
So.
And you already had the relationship.
Yeah, and my pops was like, he knew how to get money. He like a hustling out in the streets.
Right.
He just knew how to finesse. When I was like 8 years old, maybe younger, I don't know, 94, 95, he had extra bread. He did like real estate stuff. He had extra bread, and he said to my older brother, yo, who's popping right now as far as like rappers go? Because he ain't know nothing about hip hop.
Right.
He's like, oh, the newest kid right now is Biggie Smalls. He booked Biggie at the Ritz.
Oh, that's dope.
With like his money
right here in Elizabeth.
in our own hood. So now you do that. My brother was able to go. He's even lit because now you bringing Biggie to your hood. Like,
it's a different
you know how that
time.
shit go. Yeah, so.
And what's your brother, about 10 years older than you?
Like 7.
Yo, yes, that's a big difference.
Yeah, but I was too young to go. I was experiencing it from the
You
background.
8. Yeah.
Yeah, like I might have been even younger, but it was like I see everything going on.
Right.
My dad just did it like, yo, let me flip my bread real fast like a promoter. My brother, he loved Biggie, so it was like a blessing for him. So we was already around it. Like we would go to WWE live events every 2 months. Like he was taking us out. He had us outside as kids. So all the live events and music, we was already like in tune, like doing shit already. So, you know, it was just easy to
second
transition
nature for you. So let's move us forward. How did you get like a for sure spot on Hot 97? How did you work your way there where you're gonna be here for good? Like,
Right.
This is your spot. This is your
It was
slot.
through
your time,
video,
huh?
right?
Yeah, like the shooting and editing video got me on paperwork at Hot 97.
Right,
Like that was my job. That's how I got paid.
Just shooting and editing.
Yeah, because I was getting paid from Hot 97 to shoot and edit like Angie's interviews or Flex's interviews. But I was still DJing outside in the clubs and building my name. Like, so at a certain point when I wasn't on the radio, people already thought I was on the radio.
And what year was that? 2012 when you were shooting probably the videos. 2010.
Yeah, 2008 to about probably 12.
Right.
So people, but by 12, 13, they thinking I'm on the radio
Right,
because
because I'll be seeing you in there.
yeah, like people like, oh, that's DREWSKI from Hot 97, and I'm not even on the radio.
Right.
So, but all this is going on, and then, you know, when you have an old management crew and they're used to a certain way and certain people, and it took like for a new crew to come in.
New regime.
Yeah, and it was like, we new to this. We about to start doing a schedule. Tell us what time your slot is so we can make sure you're still good. I said, I ain't got a slot. Like, what? I'm from Virginia, and we thought you was on the radio. I'm like, nah, I fill in once in a while, but I can't talk because I got to be low.
Right.
Now I'm producing Angie's show, so I'm sitting next to her. So, you know, I'm on the YouTube videos, but I wasn't on the radio. They were like, they was confused. So like, you want to be? I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah. I've been here for 8 years, 7 years, but people they didn't know that.
Right,
I was still buzzing in the streets. That's why I tell artists, like, you gotta get, if you buzzing in your hood, buzzing, that helps a lot. Right. So boom, then they finally like give me a slot on the radio, like mixing.
Because Angie always made sure she still said your name.
Right.
Like she kept you relevant on there. No matter what you was up there doing.
Right.
If you was watching her show, listening, you heard her say DREWSKI. I met DREWSKI at Piccolo Studio. You and Juanito came in there. That had to be like
Juanito, shout out to Juanito.
Yeah.
But that
right by the
I wasn't even on the radio.
Nah, you wasn't on the radio yet. That's how I knew you did the video stuff.
But I was able to like bring music to them. You know what I'm saying? Bringing music to Flex, bringing music to Cypher, but then they went through all the changes with like Cypher left, Mr. C left, all Big Den. You know, like things just changed. So it kind of opened up doors for like newer blood to at least get little opportunities.
You feel like let me rephrase the question. We from New Jersey. We don't really have our own radio station, right? And obviously everybody hits you the local talent. Some you know, some you don't know.
Right.
And I know you break some new music, but we be and this honestly what I'm saying. I know you might play one or two. You feel like it should be more of your responsibility to break more new records than what you're paid for, and do you get backlash from some guys? Maybe see somebody in the club and they might have certain things to say. What's your perspective on it?
Is it my job to do that? No. Hot 97 does not like new music, does not like new artists.
Right.
Hot 97 wants their listener to tune in. So when I play a new Louis record and they don't know it, there's a possibility they might turn off. So when I play new music, it's taking a risk. And I'm risking my job because now the ratings drop. They're like, yo, you got to go because I don't know what you playing, but people are tuning off.
Right.
And if I say, well, I played a new record, well, that's why people are tuning off, because down the block, they might be playing Drake and you playing New Man, and it's not.
Right.
So it's from work-wise, no, for me as a DJ and like, culture-wise, I feel like it's my responsibility.
Right.
So I take the risk every time I play a new song. It's me taking a risk because my ratings could drop, and when they drop, I lose my job. If that makes sense.
No, 100%.
And I work.
It's a business first.
I left high school to get on a train and figure out how to get the job
by yourself.
And by myself. Nobody helped me. No artist helped me. Put me on. No, you know what I'm saying. So it's like people don't even consider that. Like, yo, that's a dream job. You ask any DJ, would you want to be on Hot 97? They'll do anything to take that spot.
For sure.
So for me to risk it already is like, people don't even realize that. They think, oh, no, we're not supposed to play. People complain, yo, I hear the same shit all the time. 100. Yeah, because those are the records that work. Yeah. It's a formula. They see the back end. They can see how many people are tuned in. And when a new song comes on, how many people tune out.
Mm-hmm. You think it's more so of records that work or just records that I ain't gonna say paid to play, because that's neither here nor there. I'm more so who got the relationships with the stations and just, you know, sat down with the program director and then got the actual records in the slot. Because there's some records, obviously the Flea record, I feel like, you know, obviously you got the clubs, it's the streets that's moving.
Right.
You do play it. I do hear you play it.
I don't have to.
Let me finish asking the question.
All. Yeah. I don't have to bring it to Flex and big them up.
100%. I do. You do play it.
What do you get out of doing that?
No, 100%. But what I'm saying to you is, do you feel like it could be played more on your behalf, like running through the circuits, all the Hot 97 circuits, besides just Flex, besides just you, it's other Hot 97 circuits, and then it's different hours as well.
Right.
Prime time I'm talking about, because that was really matter.
I want that? Yeah, I would love for that to happen.
Not just that you want that, I'm talking about, could you make that happen?
No, nobody can make it happen. No DJ can make it happen.
Right.
There's a playlist of songs you must play during your set. Let me see if I can show you. It's like a report card.
Right.
So there's A's, there's B's, there's C's. So say you got an hour set.
Right. And in this hour set, you gotta
play these records within the hour. Where do you have time? You're probably not even playing all of those. Where do you have time to play a new song? And during certain hours, you're not even allowed. It's a job. Like, people forget. Yeah. It's a job. You can't go to your...
You got a boss.
Yeah, like, you go to work, you can't just do what the fuck you want.
Right.
So it's like, you gotta, like, unless you want to lose your job. But sometimes, like, I'll take a risk. And me taking risk is what built my brand to where it is now, because some of the risk I took turned out to be A Boogie, turned out to be Pop Smoke, turned out to be 504. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, okay, he takes risks. Maybe not everyone's going to hit, but when they hit, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like the risk that you were taking on them was bigger for them at that moment, opposed to somebody that's from your city. Like, maybe you went a little harder for them than up here. Do you feel like that? Or they give you a little bit more leeway there for them because they from that city?
No, they don't know when you playing a new record where the person from until they get, you know, it's lit. Then who's first to play Albee out? I brought it to Flex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah, he mentioned you recently too.
Yeah, but he contradicts himself, and Albee, we were just together.
Yeah, I get you
right? So it's like, Albee contradicts himself all the time. We spoke the other day. We was together in DR. I'm like, yo, you contradict yourself. You say all this Jersey shit, right? When you was locked up recently, not even the first time.
Right.
I'm the only one playing your music. He's thanking me while he's locked up. Yo, thanks for holding me down. Of course, that's what I'm gonna do. When you come home, make sure you pull up. We do the interview. He comes home, does no interview with Jersey. Has he come up here?
No.
Nah.
Right? So I'm like, yo, you gotta watch what you say, because if we were supposed to do the interview, but now you're going around, you did 4 or 5 interviews, now you want to circle back and say, what happened to the whole Jersey love then? I want to see you win. I'm the only one playing your shit while you was locked up.
Right.
When you cold, nobody's gonna fuck with you. I might be the only one to fuck with a lot of artists when they don't got nothing going on.
Right.
But and then you say, yo, shout out to DREWSKI for playing me, but playing me only at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I heard he said.
Right. So it's like contradicting yourself. It's like, if I didn't play you at 11 o'clock, you wouldn't have been played at all. So, like, how do you want to do it, right? Like, one, you came home, we ain't do the interview. Because you already did 4 interviews or whatever. He said he just did freestyles. But you ain't even, like, tap in. Like, let's do it. Like, it should have been your priority, because I was the only one holding you down, because I want to see you win. Flex is, yo, bring me Jersey artists, because I'm that guy, right? Voila, bring me and Voila, yo, let's bring Albee. Let's bring Flea. Like, as much as we can, we're going to support. But it gotta be in return too, because when that is not in return, it's like, what's the point? Like, we gotta be working together.
Do you get a lot? Do you get a lot of that from artists though? Is that some of the reason why you hesitant to support certain artists? Like, wow, I'll bring this guy up here. I'll play this guy music. I'll do this for this guy, and it happens to you probably a different time. Like, yo, this dude don't even.
Nah, I won't let one person fuck it up.
I'm talking about just generally. Has this happened to you with other artists? Not necessarily from my city.
Yeah, it happens all the time. That's why a lot of DJs don't want to take the risk
with artists, because
the artists are flipped. Like, I get it and I understand it, so it's like, it don't bother me no more. you feel like you get to a certain level and you've grown, but the same, this like people wasn't fucking with you when I was.
Right.
Plus,
so don't forget.
Plus, I feel like in your position, there's no way you could ever help everybody. So it's always going to be someone that feel like Drewski could have did more for me. Or Drewski don't rock with me like he rock with such and such.
People act like it's a personal issue. Like, yo, you don't fuck with me? I don't even know you. Why wouldn't I fuck with you? I never even heard your music. By the way, you know what? I'm going to fuck with you. Send me the clean version. Damn, I ain't got the clean version.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I just
or the
posted
paperwork
it today.
ain't right.
Yo, the hood is, you from my hood. You ain't playing my shit. It should still be up. This is my man.
Yeah.
Dude. So read that part.
Read it out loud.
Who said I know how to read, man?
That ain't big words.
What's up, man? Which part?
Start from the top. So that was the first post.
Go show your brother we ain't gonna say his name. That shit don't want some love, nigga. Nigga don't even show niggas from his old hood love.
Okay.
Niggas weird.
The artist wrote.
At
Right
Drewski,
there alone.
where you at, son? Our city and hood feeling some type of way. Tell the hood you don't have a clean version of the song, and I'll lose my dream job if I play curses on the radio.
Like, before you even speak, because now you look crazy. Like, how can I even support you if you're not even supporting
You're not
yourself?
ready.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
And do you know some of these guys personally?
Yeah, of course. I know a lot of the artists. I'm the only one that you can fuck with. But instead of taking advantage and like the first approach, I'm not pussy. So trying to do that, people feel some type of way. It don't matter to me. I'm not pussy. So I already know my intentions is pure and good. My energy is good. I'm trying to help. So when you come that way, that already turns people off. There's DJs that wouldn't even fuck with you because you're talking
crazy like
that. You just ruined it based on your energy.
Yeah,
like they're gonna stay far away. At least I embrace it because I understand it.
Yeah, because you know where we from. We all
now I'm dealing with that shit before, so it's like that pressure shit don't work. So it's gonna only hurt you in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Now Piccolo saved me from having that conversation with you. I met you. You gave me your email. Juanito, give your email. I'm souped. You leave. Piccolo like, yo, your shit copywritten. Is it BDS? Do you got this? Do you got that? I'm like, nah. You ain't even got a clean version. He know I ain't got no clean version because I recorded it there. He know we ain't got no clean version. I'm like, all right, well let me hold up. But I would have never thought like that. Let Piccolo not say that. Shout out to Piccolo too.
I ain't seen Piccolo.
I know Drewski for some years. Right? I know you for years.
Yeah,
I don't even know how I met you, but I know you for years, Drewski. It's always been great. I don't like to ask for no favors or nothing. Like
but you have to in your position.
100%.
You gotta learn, like, put the ego to the side.
No,
okay,
it don't be the ego with me. No, so would it be? It'd be the energy at the moment. But sometimes, now in the position I'm in, you know what I mean, it's different. My mindset was different when I was younger, right? Yeah. So we be older. When I was a little younger, I don't realize that you got 36 niggas in this same club right now here today.
Right.
That you just got to speak to, and then, all right, bro.
You seen it in person the other day, like,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And I go through that 4 or 5 times. This is just outside. This is not my emails. This is not social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
not your cousins.
Right. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I'm able to deal with it and balance it. And that's why I'm in the position I'm in. But don't like take advantage of somebody. Like I would never do that to anybody. Like you know what I'm saying? If somebody even give me an opportunity, I'm gonna be super thankful. It might not even be the biggest opportunity, but if it's just something, you ain't have to do none of this shit for me.
Right. You know what it is? I thought years ago that a lot of DJs wasn't fucking with me because I was taking DJs equipment on why
would you do such a thing?
Sure, that's why.
Why would you do such a thing?
But at the same time, I come from a certain place and I don't understand. I'm literally clueless. If I have a conversation with you and you said you're gonna do something for me, right?
Right.
And I paid you for something,
right?
And it don't come.
Oh no, you got the right to be upset. But we was talking earlier about how people got to learn, especially artists, to separate the street shit, whether it's the aggressive stuff, whether it's the drug shit.
I'm fresh out of prison.
Right. So
the conversation,
but like how you broke it down. If somebody told you they got you, or if there was a service that you paid for, whatever, of course they supposed to come through.
Right, and we doing the same shit to cameramen. So
but in excluding that situation, I feel like a DJ got to be able to be honest, and artists got to accept criticism. Sometimes the music not hot as we think it is. You heard?
For sure.
A lot of times.
Like 90% of the time.
I just feel like this is what I did. Because Drewski, you up here for the real, like, you know what I mean? We want to have
Drewski, that shit be trash.
Walla, Walla is my guy. It's my brother.
Right,
I speak to Walla like almost every other day. That's my nigga. That's my guy. Excuse my language. He like, Lou, I'm not coming on your show, bro. You too crazy. You talk.
That's what I'm saying. Some people not gonna take that.
Told me that too.
Right. Yeah,
but low key, Wallah will do a lot for artists that don't even know.
Wallah do so much for me. I can't.
You know what I'm saying? He might do shit that you don't even know.
He playing my records. He putting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Don't say I'm bashing, bro.
You can't. But there's somebody that's saying, yo, Wallah don't support me. And he from North.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love Wallah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be somebody.
It's DJ Wallah. When I see now it's about to be me and you, but when you too as well. But when I see Wallah, I'm bringing bottles to him. You know what I mean? But obviously you different. You know what I mean? That ain't what you do. But
I want to
got that shit on.
To your original question.
Drewski got that shit on.
Shimmering.
Yo, look. When y'all go, I need y'all to move the camera down. Move the camera down. Get the feet. Get the jacket.
We about to start a new segment up here.
Hey, get a tight one. We're alone, real quick. Just a quick tight one.
Yeah, pause that over there. Got that shit on. Cause y'all gotta keep it real though. On our podcast, we always got that shit on, but the guests come up here with that shit on too. Yeah.
But before I forget, cause I'm gonna forget. I think what you was going towards in the beginning, and you might be right, is that at a certain time on radio, New York radio, there wasn't many Jersey DJs.
Right.
Sure.
Right. So my thing is, if you got Jersey DJs on a certain position, you gotta champion those people. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, we got 2, 3, 4 DJs from Jersey. If Drewski's in the club, let me pop out. Like, let me show him love.
Yeah.
So that energy can reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
let me. Drewski got an event, whatever. Let me just build a relationship with him. Cause he might be first in line to play my shit. Now you might get another DJ from out of town to play it quicker, whatever. But it's like, you gotta champion those people, cause I might be in a better position than you right now. So it's okay to like champion and like big them up. Don't shit on the person that can help you.
But it's not that though, Drewski. Let me tell you why. A lot of DJs, right, and the artist relationship be fickle because the relationship is not tangible. The DJs don't pop up to niggas' hoods just here and there. Say an artist hit, well, probably not you, because this probably never happened, right? But artists will be hit like, yo, I'm having a block party at my hood, just pop up today.
Right.
Now this the trenches. 90% of DJs won't pop up, right? And then and vice versa. DJ be like, yo, I'm having an event, come support it. And then the artist won't pop up. And I think that middle ground right there is where the relationships are missing.
I had to get on the train and go run down on Cypher to get the opportunity. Cypher wasn't coming to my club to see me DJ at Roselle at the bowling alley.
But you also didn't have the internet back then like we have it, like most guys got it now.
Which is even worse. Like, because now you think because the internet, you really don't got to come outside.
Right, but
you just think because you late on the internet.
You know I'm a club dude, so I feel
him. That's what I'm saying though.
Like, where's the
outside is not just the clubs. Outside is just not your private events. Outside is also being on the streets with dude. For instance, right? Voila, I'm having a video shoot. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you, but just voila.
Right.
I'm having like, you know what I mean? Where we was at in Orange, we up being like some crazy shit, you know, graffiti everywhere. Got killers with me. You know what I mean? I got the street niggas out here from different cities, from everywhere. Elizabeth, Newark, everywhere. I'm like, yo, pull up, bro. Jump in the video. I ain't think he was gonna pull. He pulled up. So now you pull up, I see you do that. The conversation's different. I understand that you might got the platform at the moment, right? But the opportunity lies here because you make your more money with the people than outside there. When I say you get paid on the Western Name Street, but you book more probably than anything else.
Right.
We come to you, you know what I mean? And then now you pull up by yourself a lot of times. You be doing it, you know what I mean? You're a real one. You be by yourself.
Yeah, you know,
it's a possibility that it could get physical with you if somebody had the issue.
I'm on the flyer. I'm promoting it on my page. Promoters,
and that's what I'm saying.
You know where I'm gonna be. You know what time I'm gonna be there.
So that's what I'm saying. The streets is always gonna protect you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying to you. So your relationships should rely. Of course, in your dream job, that's not one thing, but you still got a responsibility in other places.
Right.
And I just don't want us to ever forget that because you DJing, that's part of the culture. It didn't start on the radio.
Right. But that's what I said. But I always kept throughout the interview. I said I'm still doing my thing in the streets while I was doing the radio.
But that's what I'm saying. The streets is more than just the club.
But there's DJs and artists that don't even need the street, that don't have to go to the streets and still lit. There's artists today that are popping that did it off the internet. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even need the street. So why even go there?
But
you know what I'm saying? For them.
Not for us, though.
Not for us.
Not in New Jersey. It's not like that. Our biggest artist is the guys that was outside Tangible. Sue Surf, Albee is our biggest artist.
Right.
Battle Rap Wise, Fetty Wap, and Arsenal.
And
These four artists right here
Yeah, but there's artists that he was in the studio with that are super duper lit that wasn't outside, female artists.
Like who?
Remember Piccolo's girl?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think of her name, bro.
She's super lit.
Now?
Yeah.
Right now, like tours, like doing tours.
I can't have her name, but she lit. She definitely
like lit on a level that we don't even realize. You know what I'm saying?
Like her money outside money ain't here.
Right.
She not booked here.
Right.
But at the same token, I feel like everything's a balance because cool. When we want to court somebody, like when you want to court a joint, you go out of your way to do different stuff to get her attention.
Right, exactly.
To stay on her mind.
Exactly.
And nothing wrong with artists going to the club. Oh, Drewski here. Right. Boom. I know he here every Thursday. I'm here every Thursday. If nothing else, y'all bond going build. Until maybe one day he cool enough with you like, yo, I'm about to do this song. I'm putting a song together. You know he got songs out. You feel me?
Right.
He might put you on that song.
I felt some way I wasn't on the album now. I did feel some way, but I didn't hit you. Yo, so go ahead, finish what you're saying, G. I'm sorry.
So you go there, maybe he get your record hot in the club because now he rocks with you because he feel like you rock with him. And then he got a reason to play it on the radio because he could show how crazy it go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Jersey, he could get you. That's a gateway step. You feel me? Just building a rapport.
Do you think any artist? I'm gonna get my focus. What you saying?
No, I'm saying I'm just piggybacking off what he said. We in the same area, like especially North Jersey. We in the same area. Why not? Why can't we build a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It don't make sense. Like why artists wouldn't pull up or reach out or show love. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. I'm in a position, that you might need me. I don't need you right now.
You don't need us at all.
That's
so it's
the real.
But I'm humbled about it, and I want to show love. I love seeing people happy. I love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bandman Real right now is holding Jersey down. Nobody really supports him. I don't know if it's because he does. He got a record deal, and I know it's a lot of money for an 18-year-old or whatever he is.
Millions of change.
You know what I'm saying? But like nobody's supporting him.
They not booking them in Jersey like they should.
It's promoters not
playing
other artists. Maybe and it turns him into like, damn, they ain't fucking with me, I ain't fucking with them. So it creates that thing, right? So it's like,
that's a good point.
That right there. Why would a DJ or anybody, executive, want to support when y'all not even supporting each other?
This is why though. This is why, and I loved Bandman Real. I hit him. I always love Bandman Real, but people don't support Bandman Real, right? Because once again, we just had this conversation. He's not as tangible as he should be. You gotta be out. You gotta touch the people.
Yeah, but
flyers still work. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily have to be in the streets. I'm just saying you have to be tangible. He got to pop up at a DREWSKI event just off GP. Mm-hmm. He got to go to a different podcast, not mine.
Right.
He got to. You know what I'm saying? That could just be it. But he got to be some level of groundwork. He ain't just come out the blue, but he was doing the skits first. Remember, he a young boy. He like 19 or 20, 21.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Young.
So when I tell guys that the guys is gonna be the biggest always in any place that you go anywhere in the country, right? We got Vezo, whatever the price we got him for, because of relationships, like you said, right? But because we seen the way he was moving when we did go out there. We older artists, so we've been out to every state.
Right.
So boom, I got the record with Mano. I paid Mano. It's no issue. But I got it because of the relationship that I had prior.
Right.
So the price was probably a little different than, you know what I'm saying to you, than Joe Smo.
And there's nothing wrong with that neither. Like,
yeah, bro, it's your business.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to pay you every dollar you deserve. You know why? Because when it's my turn, I want the same respect. Mm-hmm. And we either gonna barter and trade. That's life.
I also feel that's why Jersey artists might, not just Jersey artists anywhere, sometimes they feel like that road was so rough on the come up that now they not showing. Now you want to reach out. Where was you at when I was trying? You know what I mean? When I was 1,500, you ain't want to book me.
Right.
That's because
now when I'm 20,000,
wrong people be in position. We got to understand mind states, where you at the time, so on and so forth. But let's not get too caught up on that.
I gotta get Shorty's name though. It's just bothering.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about it in my head.
But look, before we go do that,
there's mad stuff we gotta talk to DREWSKI about. I want to know about the Jim Jones relationship, the vampire life.
Jim Jones, I sleep in a crib, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I want
to know how the Love and Hip Hop thing came about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to just, you know what I mean? Answer
we
it
really
all
know DREWSKI.
We want to, DREWSKI, like I always say, like I know you, but the relationships is just, it's a shell of a relationship. Now we getting past the first layer.
Fouché.
Yeah.
Fouché. My bad, Fouché. Shout out to Fouché.
But she's on tour.
I know Piccolo, but I don't know Fouché.
So Piccolo used to work with when we was like around the time he was talking about.
Right. That's still his. He still got some involvement with that.
I doubt it. She's on another level, like commercials, movies, tours, opening up for like big artists. You know what I'm saying? Like millions of so like just examples like that. Because we were talking about like artists that really could still break without Coi Leray.
We talking about one in the million. No, Coi Leray different. This is why Coi Leray is different. She was outside in the streets.
Right.
See see people. This one thing like Coi Leray young. She's 24 or something like that. But she been out here for years.
No, I'm just naming,
on a local level.
Yeah,
so her groundwork different.
Well, I'm saying
so
these
to
are
put her
big
in that,
artists. That,
but to put her in that with them is
I'm saying big Jersey artists that we kind of don't even look.
What we're talking about is being tangible. So it's a little different.
Rusty Jersey.
Russ tangible though, because he was outside in different places, not where we were at, but in different places, different times. You talking about? Well, I'm talking about that ground.
Right.
I'm talking about outside. That matters.
I'm agreeing 100%.
We don't have a radio station, right? And then we don't understand marketing on the internet. We don't understand the 90-10 rule. You know what I'm saying? 10% product, 90% marketing.
Of course.
And then we don't know the difference between what branding and promotion is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you don't understand these things and you coming from the place that we come from, we don't be as successful that you don't know that you need an ad manager. What is an ad manager?
But you gotta learn. I came from the same place.
Right.
So I don't feel bad. That's why I don't feel bad.
It's information that you got, Drewski. It's information that you got that I can't even ask you about because I don't know you got it.
But you could well now with social media.
I don't know you got it. I don't even know.
No, I'm saying now with social media, the young artists got no excuse to
right.
why they ain't got. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no excuse. That shit is right there in their hand.
Cause think about the Earl Manigaults of the world, man. That you know what I'm talking about? Know who Earl Manigault is?
No.
Earl Manigault. The story of Earl Manigault was supposed to be better than Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players in the world, and he just didn't make it because his downfall with drugs and he just missed the opportunities.
Right.
It's some rap artists out here that's better than every artist that we ever came across.
1,000%.
And wasn't able to get it just because of the information. Because it's the internet out here, but some people are so broke. They had no time to even worry about.
And that's unfortunate because in this game, you at a certain point, it's hard to be broke and make it in music because you have to invest in yourself.
But they know Drewski.
Yeah, but like I said, I only could do so much.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, hey, Louie, up here we got a segment. What's this segment, Louie?
Fuck all the small talk.
Fuck all the small talk. You got it or you want me to? You
got it.
Hey, man, tell us about this Love and Hip Hop. That shit fake or not, man? What's up, man?
Is that
when
fake?
You say fake,
scripted.
It's definitely not scripted. There's no scripts.
Right.
They set you up. They might say, yo, you're going to come and do this podcast. And when I come sit down, and I bring my wife with me, and the bitch I'm fucking is now in the room at the same time. So it's like roll camera, whatever happens, right? There's some people that just love and thirsty to be on TV. So even if they real self wouldn't go smack somebody, they know the camera's on, they're gonna go smack somebody just to make good TV. When I did it, I didn't care about no cameras. I wasn't looking like a fool. I'm gonna have fun.
I don't know. You wasn't looking like a fool.
I'm gonna have fun. There was no parts I felt like I looked goofy. I'm just fucking around.
Did you feel like you a Jersey?
I ain't come out of character. You know what I'm saying?
Did you benefit from that situation?
1,000%.
Real mark.
You only did one season on it?
Just one season. Once Cardi told me she wasn't going back, I said, ain't no point of us even trying to fight to go back.
Right.
And then
she was part of your storyline?
She was just on that season. So me knowing marketing and knowing, like I said, okay, people are watching this right now because of Cardi B.
Right.
So once Cardi leaves, do they really care as much?
Right.
So I knew like, okay, cool, I'm a benefit. I'm a take advantage of this. It's the biggest commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like I used it like a commercial.
And you still with the same woman that you was on there with?
Yeah, with Sky.
And you're married?
Married.
Right. And y'all got children at the moment?
Yeah, 11-month-old.
Oh, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, you heard her today on the phone when you called. I don't know if you heard her in the background.
I did a little. It was I didn't know what was going on.
But it's not fake. It's not scripted.
You know, I don't try not to be on nobody's business like that, like on a real personal. You know what I mean?
Right.
I seen it on
unless
social
me and
media.
you and your wife and my wife go out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we do some of the same things. But you know, my wife is in the school system, or whatever the situation is. But look, Drewski, like, did you ever really know before you was with her that you was gonna be like a black woman? Because Sky's black, right?
She's Jamaican.
Yes,
and German. She's mixed.
Yeah. So did you know that even when you was younger, when you was teenage, were you dating black girls and stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Man, you Italian?
Italian.
Yeah.
When you realized you was invited to the cookout, man. When you realized you was
no raisins. It was no raisins in the potato salad style.
Nah, like it was never. If you think if you went to Elizabeth High School or even my middle school, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't that many white kids in the school. So
right.
maybe 1 out of 10 of a whole school. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't that many white kids. So all my friends was black and Spanish. So even the girls we were around was black and Spanish.
Yeah,
so what's the difference between dating a white woman and probably
I never dated a white woman.
ever?
He from the dub, man.
I know that. I know. Listen to me.
Like a date, like nah,
Let me tell
never
you something.
dated.
I was in a foster home from what year? Yeah, from 20 from 2000, 99 from 98, 98, 99 to 2004. I lived in Bayonne.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a culture shock. You know what I mean? Imagine you come uncuffed and you go to juvenile hall, you come out, you got to go in a foster home there, right? I dated a woman that was German, you feel me? A white woman, you know what I mean? And then, I done, you know what I'm saying?
You done what?
I had fun in my lifetime.
Oh, I had fun too, but I never
different. No, I did that.
Dated, look,
But I'm just talking about dated. When I say dated, 1 or 2 dates. You never took a white one on 1 or 2 dates in
on
your
a
life?
date. Nah.
Get nothing to eat, or you just, you only be feeding them. You don't take them out to eat.
Nah, they just eat, and that's it.
Yeah, they eat.
They eating it up, but nah. And it might only happen a few times, but majority was black and Spanish women.
Your whole life.
My whole life.
And how did your parents feel about them? Your mother and your father.
I got cousins darker than you. Like my little cousins blacker than you. Like my family was always mixed too. We just happened to be like one of the few that's just my pops was white, my mom was white, but like my other cousins, they blacker than you. Like if I showed you, wouldn't even be like that ain't your cousin. We be in the club, people don't know. Like you know what I'm saying?
I see you as
and they be your fucking.
They be my real blood cousins. Like not like it's like blood. We ain't grow up together. We real cousins. That's darker than you.
Oh, Drew, I never knew this, Drewski.
Yeah, like that's. But I don't be.
I'm from.
This is my black cousin. Like, that sounds like crazy. Like,
that's funny.
I know black people.
No, me and GL ain't from Elizabeth or Union County. We from Essex County. So only thing we know is the the stories that we know. So
why you looking at me when you talking about Union County?
Yeah, because you're a Union County dude.
Definitely so Union County.
So Union
he said the cave,
Booty
Roselle, he know everything.
Yeah, we tore that joint up a few times.
Keep it real, Drewski. Y'all used to clown the Booty London dudes back in the day. Keep it real.
Clown the what?
The Booty London dudes.
Nah,
Roselle Linden.
It was good.
The booty London dudes. Y'all just be beating them up. Keep it real.
Yeah, we had like on my block, the block I lived on for a long time was the borderline.
Yeah, it's a cross block. I know you talking about.
Yeah, so we used to go to war like mischief night or just like snowball fight, whatever, fighting in the park, football game, and it would be like on some Elizabeth versus Linden type shit.
Some off Greer Avenue.
It was off Greer. It was on Holland.
It's true. Just to beat them up though. Keep it real.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I ain't fight. I ain't fight fair. I was
be on Bayway Ave too.
Dirty.
I already know what's going on.
I used to fight dirty. I let my brother, get busy first, and I'll just jump in after.
I just get some bullshit.
But I wasn't really like a fighter. My brother, that said every day he was fighting, like every day.
Y'all locked in now, even as y'all older.
He be with me all the time. Like he come out all the time, concerts, events.
Y'all look alike.
He's all tatted up. Like we the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like he's older, but tatted up. Still he drink. I don't drink. He, you know what I'm saying? He's out every night. I'm only out if I'm getting a bag. So it's like we opposites, but that's what makes it work. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. What's the name?
Tell us about your pod.
Yeah, about that.
I want to know about the podcast.
It's all good. Go ahead.
The movement podcast.
Yeah.
So the new movement, I turned it into like the radio show Sunday nights on Hot 97. All the artists I named before, they all came through there. Still crazy. It's crazy. So I was like, yo, let's do the podcast stuff too. But it's more like I got two. I do one we do on Monday nights. It's a live where we rate music and listen to music. Then I did one with Hot 97 where it's like interviews with artists that come by Hot 97. We'll do exclusive interviews quick. But it lives in like multiple spaces. So I just think it's important as a DJ to do more than just DJ.
Right.
So doing Love and Hip Hop and doing podcasts and other things, I feel like it's important because even during the retreat in DR, some of the older guys was like, yo, it's time for some of the young dudes to start thinking more than just DJing, right? So I was like, oh, at least I know I'm already 10 steps ahead.
Right. So where did you and Scotty? Because that seemed like that relationship been like cemented.
Scotty Too Fly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like my little bro, and I know he was he's into music and he's trying to figure out what lane he wants to do. I know he does like management and stuff. So any opportunities I could give him.
But we attach him to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like in the city,
right? Of course,
cities,
yeah.
Anytime we think of you, we think of him.
Scotty, yeah, of course.
Scotty, you know what I mean? Be like, oh, do you know you see DREWSKI? You know what I mean? Usually you see Scotty in different spaces. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know most.
But he,
like
he reps the brand,
right.
The way it should be.
Like, have you been grooming him, like as far as mentor and like?
Yeah. But my thing, I like to groom the way I learn, and that's just be around, watch and learn. Like you got all the opportunities. If
put
you want
your dues in.
Like I kind of lay everything up. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I gotta spoon feed you. So everything is here. If you know how to make it work, make it work. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have certain opportunities.
I think a lot of people that come under guys like you sometimes, being that it's you, and they know they're accessible to a lot of things, they become not saying this is Scotty.
No, I know.
Generally, they become like complacent,
entitled,
and they don't create as many opportunities for you and for them.
Oh, yeah.
See, I think that's the difference. I think when somebody gives you an opportunity, you should put that opportunity he gives you.
Right.
You should throw an olive branch back.
Right.
And it should now, even though the friendship is there, now it should create a business relationship.
Right.
Because now they would want to keep you around.
Oh, no, yeah.
Because now you become an asset.
It's
and now your say is more. Now your say is more when you want to. So now if you
got more leverage, you got more.
Like DREWSKI, like you might start running things about. Like what you think about this? But normally you would never do that.
Right.
But now he provide an opportunity.
Oh no, we talk about that all the time. Not just with Scotty, but everyone that be around.
Yeah, that's
it's like
involved with you.
Everyone's doing their own thing, and it might be separate, but it's like, all right, what do you bring to the table? Where's the ideas at? Let's keep building. You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist and I got a studio, you want to go record, you ain't got to pay. It's free, but in return, you got to start bringing some ideas or bringing some money or bringing some opportunities, whatever it is. Like, you ain't got to come out your pocket, but if your man is a promoter, why am I not DJing his party? Or if you know this person's about to put on a show, why wouldn't I be hosting the show? So it's like little things like that, but we got to constantly remind each other so it doesn't get complacent.
For sure, that's a fact, because we all got to know what our positions is at all time. And we got to understand those positions at all times and our roles. So, I understand the position, you know what I mean?
Right.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
But I'd rather be a leader than a boss. And I think that's what separates the way I move and the way I organize my business. It's like, I'd rather lead. I don't want to have to tell you what to do and when to do it or how to do it. I'll lead you and you just watch and learn, and then hopefully you create your own and you can stand on your own, and now it becomes more of a collaboration.
All right. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's that's one way to lead. Me personally, I lead a little different. So
how you lead, Louis?
So how I lead, I think clarity
grievances
is the best teacher. So I'm gonna tell you.
Not my boy.
I want you to tell me what you want. I want us to have a discussion about it.
Right.
And let's find a middle ground that works for you and that works for me, but at the same time that works for the company.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the best way.
You know what I mean? And then, sometimes us, people gonna talk about, I need this and I need that. I need my shirt. Fuck your shirt, dog. No, hey, now. You work for free, slave. No.
Right over here grieving over no shirt.
No. This is the second week the nigga G pressed me for a shirt.
Two shirts,
I'm about to give you 4 shirts. Relax. I got you, bro. But he said no. No, but you know what I mean? But I understand 100%. What I wanted to talk to you about, though, is more so right now is legacy plays. Mm-hmm. Things that we don't know. What do you have, like, on the entrepreneur side?
Real estate stuff that I do on the low. You know what I'm saying? Just like if there's opportunities to flip a crib and I could get in as
you
an
have
investor.
a couple cribs now?
Yeah, well, we just sold like 2. I got cribs like 2 for myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I don't rent out or nothing. It's just like for us. But anytime like I see an opportunity, I'll jump on it. We come up with ideas. My wife is vegan, so I'm like, yo, why don't you think about opening up a vegan restaurant? Like, I'll invest in it. You just gotta figure out how to hold it down, get a chef, whatever it is. But like, little things like that. And then of course, on the entertainment side, doing more radio. Like over the retreat, I spoke to some PDs from other stations. You know what I'm saying? That it works with Hot 97. You don't gotta leave Hot 97 to do it. Right. Like just opportunities there, or more television stuff. Shooting some stuff. But we shot a couple pilots. That's all I can tell you, because we ain't get nothing yet. But it's like we constantly working and working with different brands, reaching out, stuff like that.
That's dope. So to go back to 2020 when you said you started and you moved it, your spaces, so on and so forth. How was that year for you? Bring us back to that time, you know, when obviously you were still going to the radio, but I'm talking about, you know, obviously you got a different job than everybody else had. And I know at some point it was shut down. You had to work in your crib. How was that moment for you? How was that, you know what I mean, how was your 2020?
Honestly, my 2020
financially, personally, you know what I mean, so on and so forth.
So I set myself up. Like, I always prepare for times like that. So financially, of course, everyone like in our business took an L, but it ain't. I learned how to get money doing stuff online. That's where the New Movement podcast came in, like on YouTube and stuff. So I was still able to get money that way, but I had the best summer of probably my life because one of the cribs I was talking about, like I bought in the Jersey Shore and I bought a fucking boat and I got my boat license and we on a boat chilling like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My neighbors got boats now. So it's like I was able to take time off.
And you still got that crib?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you, bro.
Yeah. It's small, nothing crazy, but
what that mean? I want to go
to the getaway. Yeah, that shit feel like you on vacation.
Airbnb me.
Airbnb me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was able to make friends with boats and shit.
Right. Boat tour roll. We about to
boat party. But you know, like I was able to really enjoy all the hard work that I was doing for years during that summer. Financially, you start panicking, like, oh shit, like no parties.
So that's where the baby came from.
Basically, too. We just had a lot more time.
Dude said today he was popping shrooms and eating butt all 2020. He said he don't gotta have sex.
I never did drugs in my life, never.
Yeah, I know what I'm just saying.
I know what I'm saying for people that probably be watching, thinking, because a lot of times you think DJs party, right? Yeah. I've never been high from any drug. Now, and I never been drunk. I never had a drink, nothing. Like, well,
I'm with today, you know I'm with you. Forward with it. Forward with it. But what's the name? You know, I'm similar in similar ways. I drink. That's the only thing I do. Drink. I don't do no drugs. I don't smoke no weed. I don't pop no pills. Yeah. And it's been like this my life entirety. Like, dudes had jokes. They used to be having jokes and having fun.
Not that there's nothing wrong. I'll be as a kid. I'm around everybody's passing the blunt.
Same thing.
Right past me, but
I'm just not a part of it.
And it never was like for a reason. People like, yo, what happened? Something happened. Nah, it's just I never. And at this point, it's like, fuck it. I'm too old already. Past that shit. But that summer, 2020. During COVID, probably the best summer I had in a long time.
Yeah, fun wise,
able to just enjoy my blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Was you scared? Was you afraid though when it first hit?
Oh yeah, I was panicking.
Your mask. Everywhere.
I actually started like doing real estate school online to get a real estate license. Cause I was like, yo, what the fuck am I do? What we gonna do? Like, radio was still on, so I was still on the radio.
Yeah, you were still getting paid.
Yeah, I was still on the radio.
With that booking money.
But you was doing that from the house.
Yeah, remotely, everything. That's why I moved the studio. I was like, yo, I don't need this big event space. I'm paying, you know, whatever it was at the time. I'm like, yo, I don't need all this space. I'm out. And it just happened to fall at the perfect time. And like the lease was up. So I was like, yo, I'm out. Yeah, it was beautiful. And I was doing everything remotely from my studio. Sending the mixes, doing breaks. I would go in like on the weekends on my Saturday show. But radio didn't stop, so I was still busy doing radio. Right. Still doing stuff online to make money. Doing the DJs was doing everything on Instagram Live, and there was opportunities with companies paying me to DJ.
Did you ever catch one of them DJ Lil Man's sessions? Did you ever? Yeah. Did you ever DJ on one of those?
Not on his show, but I watched.
I thought you probably would have DJ because he was grabbing every other night he was having a DJ with him.
I did so much shit. I probably did because me and Little Man we good. Like we real close.
That's my guy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But little things like that, you realize, I can make money online now.
Right.
I don't have to go outside. I ain't got to go to the hood no more. I can just do the shit, right? And that, that fucked people up too. But I just kept working. Like I figured it out. But I definitely was panicking, like, oh shit, in the beginning.
No, for a lot of people, it was a difficult year. For me, I'm be honest with you. You know what I mean? Emotionally, it was a difficult year for me. You know what I mean? My brother, he my cousin, but he my brother. We grew up in the same house since I was born. His mother and my mother's his brother and sister. He took his own life. So that was, what I mean? I had to pay for the funeral beginning of the COVID, March 4th. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Literally, and I had a show the same day his funeral. And I had this. It was horrible, bro.
No, it was a horrible thing. During COVID. Too.
Yeah. But he killed it. This was different. You know what I'm saying? For me, as far as
right.
You know, what I mean, COVID people they passed away from COVID.
Right.
He killed himself.
Yeah.
So emotionally, you know what I mean, it was a roller coaster. Then I come from a poor family, impoverished background, real impoverished background. So I was the only one with doing well in my life. So I paid for the funeral. And then the same day of his funeral, that night I had a show, right? We done sold 250 tickets, 300 tickets, about 300 tickets, right? What was that? Dingbats.
Yeah.
I sold it out thinking I'm about to have a great event. You know what I'm saying?
Shut it down.
70 people show up, 60 people showed up.
But that ain't you. That's COVID. Like
yeah, but I had to refund that money back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And perform in front of the people that I could perform in front of. And it just was a horrible thing in that moment, and it almost took me emotional. I'm not gonna lie.
I think everybody was fucked up in our business, at least.
Right.
They was doing fundraisers for DJs because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I prepared myself for times like that. I'm not the flashy type. I don't need all the.
They were saying DJs was selling plates at that time.
Shit was real, bro.
It was
like,
on OnlyFans.
I don't know about selling plates, but it probably was. But they was doing like, shout out to the DJs and everyone that got together to do like fundraisers to make sure people was good and
right. It was dope.
Shit was crazy.
And then I opened up 10,000 hours to network. 10,000 hours to network. I had created a business where we provide a space for guys that want to do podcasts to come, and we charge them X amount of dollars a month. And I created a whole business for me. So at that time, I had like 10, 15 podcasts at this rate. 1 hour, 1 hour a week at this time on this day, and it was bringing like as I paid the staff a couple $1,000s in a month.
Yeah,
and then I opened up 2 new music studios and 4 salons. So for me personally, 22, and then I grabbed that PPP, a couple of those for my business.
I don't know what Louis talking about.
I don't know about
they
that.
cleared. No, this legal. My joint's legal. I got real businesses. I'm cool. I don't have no issue. I filed my taxes, and what I had to pay on it, I paid it back.
Right.
And what I didn't. I'm cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It worked out for some people that knew how to take advantage of it. It worked out.
Reading is very, very informative and educational. You need to do all your research. You need to do. But DREWSKI, man, it's a pleasure having you up here.
Yeah,
I know we've been running a little late. This is crazy. This guy got Tim's on with no socks, the homie GL.
You got ankle socks.
Yeah, grown man.
Not my boy.
With butt niggas on.
He want to see me with the knee-high joints on.
Nuts.
Crazy.
But
not the low cut Tim's.
On some real, it's a pleasure having you up here. I know we got a little, a little deep, a little intense, a little bit as far as the DJing going, so on and so forth.
That's good though. I need to release my thoughts sometimes too.
We wanted to have something different than the other dialogue. We seen other interviews you do, and we see you interview people. Last question for me personally, when I'm coming on the show, when I'm getting interviewed, when is my music being spent? When are you getting my review? When I'm
right. Now we locked in. The whole talk of basically this whole interview for artists that are watching was build a relationship, right?
For sure.
Yeah, you can know somebody or feel like, I see him a couple times, but building a relationship. So that's how it starts.
How did you know me, or you don't really remember?
I don't remember.
Right.
It's one of those type of things.
I guess it's like one of them guys. You one of them guys I've seen, and I guess vice versa.
Yeah. You ain't nobody, man.
He's a hater.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's easy now. Like it's easy.
Right.
Us just bonding and vibing makes me want to, come on up. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with us.
But what can I do for you though? I know. Listen to me. I'm usually the guy that everybody comes to and asks for.
Right.
And vice versa. I know you the guy, right? But so I understand. I sometimes like, damn nigga, do something for me.
Right.
What can I do for you?
I can't think at this moment, but like,
welcome.
Shout out to Arsenal who called you. Ask us. We could call him. He said, "Yo, I'm doing the concert. We could promote the concert too while we here." But
what's the concert? December 16th.
Right. XL
Drink God. Ice with Vezo.
Yes.
Arsenal G-Day party.
Arsenal birthday party.
Arsenal hit me, right? And I told them, this is how much I would charge a promoter.
Right.
But for you,
I'm going to charge this.
No, I ain't say. I said, for you,
we gonna work it out.
Give me whatever you want. But just know, I'm going to use a favor too. When I need you, just be there for me. And he was like, all right, say less. Like, you know what I'm saying? That happens if you have relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize that. Like,
and look, I'm be honest with you. It's only 3 of us in there. You know me? They was, people were saying other names, and he was adamant like, nah, we right before he called you. He's like,
no, of course, you gotta figure it out on your end.
He's like, we using DREWSKI, bro, and that's stop. That's it. We ain't. This is my DJs. This is our personal use. It's my birthday. You can't override me on my birthday. Right. I wasn't. Me personally, like I'm a guy. I'm gonna kind of go with the flow. Sometimes when there's certain things like DJs and stuff like that, I'm gonna go with the flow. I got a relationship with everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So cool. I don't care. You know what I mean? And I know I always gotta pay. But it be outside of that when somebody do some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like P Dub mad at me right now. You know what I mean?
We about to get up out of here, man.
I ain't gonna get into it, but shout out to P Dub. I love you, P Dub. You my guy.
I tell the artists, DJs, like, yo, we just gotta put the egos to the side, just fuck with each other. But you gotta do it right? Like, if you get on and you get a little bit of clout, a little bit of, don't start acting crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the Albee shit hurt me. I told him too, like, yo, that shit hurt. And then I seen that interview. I'm like, yo, what's up with, yo, but this, you know, I'm sure he recorded it. But that shit hurt me because I love Albee. I'll do my best to see him win.
And me and Albee birthday like on the same day. We like Kansas too.
The way he talks is like contradicting himself. And I'm like, yo.
But life is a contradiction. I'm always telling you that.
Don't use my kindness for weak. Like, you my man and I go out my way to help you. You tell me, I'll play it, right? Did you hear it? You ain't hear it.
Which one when he did?
Let me see if I could.
He talking about.
He did Matt Hoffa joint.
Yeah, my expert opinion.
But it's other niggas out there. It's like Hov the GOAT, just like everybody they be saying, all the top niggas, Fab, all of that. And then you see them young niggas coming from New York.
Let me just.
Dude, it's niggas out there from Jersey. It don't take for Drewski to keep playing our shit every Sunday night, 11 o'clock at night. And shit don't do nothing for artists.
All right, so right there, I could take that. But
that's just a soundbite. You gotta hear that.
But but he don't. I'm like, yo, you my man. You don't understand how you saying it. Somebody that don't know me could take that different. Like
right. Because I don't. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Coming
because
from New York,
hold on.
y'all let y'all young niggas
now
eat.
I let it play
y'all
through.
let young niggas eat too. And shit don't do nothing for artists.
At all.
It don't do nothing. The artists think that shit is something. That shit is nothing. Like, niggas will be like, yo, Drewski gonna play your shit, I'm in jail. Yo, you gonna stay up to 11 o'clock, I'm asleep, nigga. The fuck is you saying? There's no disrespect to Drewski, I appreciate everything. That's the only platform they get a nigga to show Jersey love.
That's a big contradiction.
And that's fucked up, bro.
No.
It's his delivery.
It's his delivery because he don't mean
yeah.
it's not because he's not targeting you. He was saluting you, but he took away from the salute because how he said
So it's
what he said.
contradiction.
No, it's not.
Because I could say, oh, my shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my shit don't mean nothing, and you sleeping, then fucking I'm not playing you. If I do that, then who's playing?
No. What he's saying is that that's the only platform they giving you to play us. That's you took it wrong. You took it the wrong way.
No,
it's the
how it sounded.
I understand it, but if
but he consumed it wrong. I'm telling you how I heard it.
But
I heard it like
you understand it. If an artist just hears that and he's saying Drewski playing your shit ain't nothing,
he taking away from your business too.
Especially if they only hear that
taking away from my you know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta watch as an artist
for sure
how you say things.
100%.
Cause I go out my way to help Albee without him even knowing.
100%.
We cool, we good. But I'm saying artists, you gotta pay attention because Albee has a little more light than a lot of young artists. So he might feel a little more comfortable talking like that. Right. But if you put that in other artists' head, it's gonna fuck their opportunity up.
Right.
Because if I'm not playing it, you think any other DJ, you from Jersey, if I'm not playing it, what makes you think a Bronx or Brooklyn DJ is gonna play your music if Drewski is from Jersey and he's not playing it? You don't think we talk about that behind the scenes? You don't think enough like, yo, Pop, this artist from Jersey, you fucking with him? Nah. All right, fuck it then. Like that easy, you lose the opportunity. Yo, voila, we be in the, yo, voila, you fuck with, nah, I don't even know who that is. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, artists don't even realize what's going on and how they can fuck up an opportunity.
Just have a conversation.
We talk, we got a community, like we speak, we do music meetings where we sit and talk about music and artists. So if you running, slapping people's laptops, you think they're not gonna vouch for in that meeting? Is like, nah, fuck him. We ain't, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
The laptop was the light part. I had to talk him out of. He wanted to start jumping DJs. I'm like, yo, we can't do that.
This was when I was younger.
If you don't care,
this is when I was younger.
If you don't care, then
I'm like,
hold on. Let's put this disclaimer out.
I'm like, wait,
we
they
talking
played
about
my
10.
shit.
We talking about 10 years ago.
Right.
Let's put
no,
this
yeah, we
disclaimer
can laugh about
now.
it now.
It's funny now. I'm telling you, then this was Twitter days, early in the Twitter days. You know what I mean? My whole thing was I was like, we just gonna beat the DJs up and beat the promoters up.
Yeah, people always think like.
Yeah, but we started doing it a little bit.
Yeah, we had
started doing it a little bit.
And they started calling the police. And
exactly,
but I didn't understand yet.
Artists gotta understand a lot of
but
DJs.
I didn't understand that this was smoke and mirrors. I didn't understand these
Right.
wasn't street dudes.
But that's why we got this platform now, and hopefully some young artists is watching.
Yeah,
Like,
don't do that.
A lot of the
shit. That's the dumbest
DJs
shit you ever gonna do.
Salute the DJ.
are not outside. A lot of DJs they're technical. They almost geeks. A geek don't want to be pressed. That's scary for them. So when you're pressing them, they're gonna hide from you.
And
they're
promoters
not gonna
too.
promoters too.
Is not no street niggas.
They're not street, so you can't approach it in that way. Like I'll be trying to put game, and it's not even my business. Like if you want to go smack somebody, go smack somebody. But it's not gonna help. Where do you see that helping you? Like that doesn't help.
Yeah.
If you want to talk shit about somebody, you gotta remember they might be in a position to help you when they're not gonna help. So just be positive, bring people up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna use that same energy to talk shit, just big the person up because it takes the same
100%.
energy.
But
And they might
it is little stuff
But I
DJs
could
do
tell-
that'll trigger you.
like,
For
all right,
sure.
so like what? So we
Like,
know.
boom.
So DJs that are watching could understand too.
Drewski, I hit you up, yo, Drewski, where you at tonight? You at Angels? I'm gonna pull up. I get there at 11. You gonna be like, yo, you gonna play it? Yeah, I'm gonna play it. It's 12:30. I'm still standing by the DJ booth. Like, yo, when you gonna play my?
You just
joint?
say no. I
Do
can't
it.
play it today.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
That's not me. If I tell you I'm gonna play it, I'll play it in the
yeah,
club.
but you know, y'all.
I'm saying
y'all
for
wake up
Yeah, you
DJs.
gonna play it, but you gonna play it 1:45. You know what I'm saying? Say this about to close. It's closing.
But you can't
Get the
tell
fuck
a
out.
DJ when to play your song.
Get the fuck
Like,
out. It's about to, the shit is over. They like
One, he's trying to keep you in there as long as possible because the longer you there, the more people are there, the better it looks. For him. Like, yo, that's my man. He's here. One, two, he's DJing. Your song might not even fit
In the mix
with
right there,
what he's
right.
playing, or he never even heard your shit. So you gotta understand, like, we already going in there with how we gonna rock. I never even heard your record. I'm gonna play it because you my man, but I never even heard it. So now I gotta figure out when I'm gonna play it, where I'm gonna play it, how it sounds. Is it a up tempo record? So like you gotta take that into consideration too, because I go through it too. Like, yo, I'm gonna play your shit. Then I hear it, like, yo, this is a whole reggae record. You want me to play it in a drill set?
Right,
Like,
right.
hold on, you gotta wait.
Moment
Now.
right now, you understand it, but in that moment,
Yeah,
you just
artist-
standing there and
But
your
artists, let me
fans
give you a
looking at
gym. Let me tell you what I did, right? What I did 2020, right? I should have did this. I should have invited you, but I didn't. I invited like 10 DJs out, and I treated them all to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought them like all individual small little Moet bottles, and we just had lunch. and
Yeah,
I just played my
so
music for them. This is what I got, so on and so forth. And they received me differently. So I had some
1000%.
of my biggest, I guess, feats in 2020, 2021 going to
Right.
the year, and it was a better thing for
And
me.
that's a great attempt. And even at times like this, you do something like that. You invite 10 people. Maybe only 2 still gonna fuck with you after that. But you can't be upset or use it again. Like, damn, I took him to lunch. You gotta just keep working. When you're hot, I guarantee you, all 10 of them will be on your dick. Pause.
Right.
When you hot, so just get hot, and everybody's gonna fuck with you. They have no choice. I told you there's a list when it comes to radio. If your song is on that list and it's a A, B, or C, I have to play it. So the goal is, how the fuck do I get the song on the list? This way, I don't gotta.
But look,
Fight and scratch.
people. Let me tell y'all, if you want to get your song on that list, you gotta holler at the program director. You gotta
get your shit moving. The numbers gotta
get
prove
hot.
it.
it's ad fees for each place that you go to market your record. So it's gonna cost you something to market your record on ad fees. at the radio
1000%.
station.
I said it's an
don't-
investment.
Right. So when you go up there, you know what I mean. A lot of people. Let me just give you out this one last gem. You know what I mean. If you got a 700 credit score, go to your bank, get you a loan.
Look at this.
And you're able to, you know what I mean, take that loan out, it turned to cash, and pay.
He's fired, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, so tell me.
Man, they got D's and
Tell me, and this is not even the most updated.
And these
but-
artists that's not in rotation yet.
No. This is what the DJs. Attention mixers. Here's the updated music log and the link for the music. If you're missing any songs, how many songs do you think is on that list?
Whose job is to do that?
Well, it starts with the program director, then the music director, and then the mix show coordinator. This is just
40 joints.
This is just mix show, like for the DJs.
So who's the
40.
this is a good question, right?
This is A's and
Who's
B's.
Who's the mix guy? He goes to DJ each individual DJ.
DJ Enough is the mix show coordinator, so he kind of just deals strictly with the DJs that might have 1 hour a week or 2 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like with the DJs, not with the jocks. Not, you know, on Saturdays for 3 hours I'm just jocking. I'm not mixing, and then for 1 hour I'm mixing. So like it's different for me. But like Voila, who's on maybe twice a week, he's a mix show DJ, my Sunday shows, mix show. So I gotta follow the mix show rules, and you can see right here.
Ain't he coming to another job too as well right now? I don't know if he
Enough?
let me not know. Let me not talk about that.
Oh yeah, well I got a bunch of jobs. Shout out to Walla too. He's working with the New York Giants.
He a Cowboys fan.
I said Walla. I want to say Walla on here right now. Walla, I need some of my music during practice.
That stadium.
In that stadium.
Yeah, I need some tickets
show me
too.
some love. Then I need some tickets. Like only on Dallas games though. He a Cowboys fan like me too. So I need some.
He switched up though. They gave him a bag.
Huh?
He switched up quick. He wearing Giants hats and jackets.
I would for that fee.
As he should.
Right.
As he should.
But let's end this interview right now, Drewski. We appreciate you for coming out, man. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you.
Anything you want to lead the people with?
Is anything you want to lead the people with before you leave it?
I think we said enough. We said if an artist watched to the end and they listen, I think it'll definitely help them move a little better than how they might have been approaching it.
Right.
Because I just want to see the artist win.
But you know what it is, Drewski? This interview was for people to see you as a real person.
But my life is about this. It's crazy.
But it's a different thing though. When we see you up there, Hot 97, even on your own show, we look at you as a broadcaster.
Right.
This one on my show, you could be you. You know what I'm saying? And your energy is still a little different right now.
And we appreciate you even taking time out your day to come up here and rock.
Because no one knows that you went to school with all black people, only had sex with black women, and
not only
Spanish. I'm not saying
that. That's what he does, right? He does that. Not only.
That's gonna be the click. That's the title right there, man.
But majority with people of females of color. You know what I'm saying? That you're Italian, and that you know what I'm saying. Your father booked Biggie, and you know that's this shit.
Got
this
black cousins.
You know what I'm saying? So history matters. You know what I'm saying? Who you came to be and how you came to be matters to the people.
That's still where I'm going. Like I don't feel.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. You see all the Jewish stuff and this how we talking, separating each other, coming along right now. I'm simply saying to you that you're a white man up here inside this culture, and no telling how people look at you.
Of course, I'm sure that's beneficial.
And for them to hear this interview and hear you speak like this,
right?
Where you from, so on and so. I think it does.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, to be
able to.
We
almost at the brother stage.
Right.
2-3 more of these, and we locked in.
Y'all play cousins right there.
We play cousins. Once again, I appreciate you coming, bro.
Anytime, I'm here. Let's go.
Yeah.
The new movement.
New movement. It's your main man, PBM Louis.
The homie GL.
And with Bids.
And Bob.